Scribd Audio presents The Science of Time Travel. The Secrets Behind Time Machines, Time Loops, Alternate Realities, and More. By Elizabeth Howell. Read for you by Lisa Cordileone. Introduction. What would happen if we could travel in time? Most of us have probably thought about this in our lives. Who wouldn't want to go back to the past and erase that regret or horrible action? Like the protagonist does in the Stephen King novel 11/22/63. Who wouldn't want to travel to the future to see how our family turns out like in Back to the Future, or humanity in general like in The Time Machine? This book explores time travel through science fiction because storytelling is the way that we have explored everything through the ages, from philosophy to history to creating a better world. We transmit information in the hopes that things will improve for our descendants and our society. It is a privilege to write this book, to know that these words I am writing in 2019 will be transmitted to you in some way in the future. So thank you in advance for taking the time to browse. You can read this book in any order, although you might have better luck starting at the front. There we will be exploring the nascent stories of time travel, which dealt more in dreams than in actual machines. But as the industrial age shook our society, we did indeed use literal time machines in stories. All of this is covered in Part 1, Old School Time Travel, page 1, which roughly covers the late 18th century to the early 20th century. Next, there are the franchises and the direct ancestors of today's stories. I'm talking the classic time travel paradoxes of Star Trek and the universe-crossing shenanigans of Doctor Who. I'm talking the butterfly effect and Isaac Asimov. These stories of the 1950s and 1960s take place during an explosion of science fiction interest, although at times there isn't a lot of science thrown in. At least yet. You can check this all out in Part 2, The Golden Age, page 43. Part 3, The Blockbuster Era, page 91, covering roughly the 1980s and the 1990s, explores some of the time travel stories that you are familiar with and that indeed still are appearing in theaters today. Terminator was an instant classic in 1984 and has spawned so many sequels that it's been a joy to see the universe spread out. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is expected to generate a second sequel in the near future, giving more adventure.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?